Finn Bálor to quit after losing to Seth Rollins. Judgment Day member replaced? 4 predictions for WWE's top heel group on Raw today. Tonight's episode of WWE Raw is set to be a big night for almost every member of the Judgment Day. The villainous faction is expected to be involved in multiple segments, especially after Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez's surprise addition to the Jade Cargill mystery attacker storyline. Besides this, Finn Bálor is also set to lock horns with Seth Rollins in a men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. In this article, we will make 4 predictions for the Judgment Day on tonight's Raw. Number 4. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez might get punished when Nick Aldis showed the footage to Bianca Belair and Naomi. He asserted that he would talk to Adam Pearce regarding the matter. So, it's possible that on tonight's show, Aldis and Pearce could engage in a conversation, either in person or over the phone. The conclusion of this conversation could lead to the WWE RAW General Manager punishing Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for their actions, holding them responsible for being Jade Cargill's mystery attackers. However, it's also possible that the Judgment Day members might try to justify themselves, explaining how they had no involvement in the attack. Number 3. Raquel Rodriguez might get replaced by a major name. Raquel Rodriguez is also set to compete in a big women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. However, if she gets suspended by Adam Pearce due to the mystery attacker scenario, she could be replaced in the match. One potential replacement could be Becky Lynch. The Irish star has been absent from the Stamford-based promotion for a long time, but with the road to WrestleMania going ahead full tilt, her comeback is highly anticipated. Given this, there couldn't be a better way to reintroduce her than by having Lynch replace Raquel in tonight's WWE Raw for the qualifying match. Number 2. AJ Styles might emerge as the victor against Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles are also set to clash in tonight's show in a singles bout. Last week, when Finn Bálor pointed out the unnecessary provocation by the Dirty Dominic to the Phenomenal One, he told Dominic to handle the matter himself. However, on tonight's WWE Raw, it's possible that things might not go as planned. Instead, the former NXT North American champion could suffer a loss. This angle could further exacerbate the heat between Bálor and Dominic. Following AJ Styles' potential victory, Finn Bálor might quit WWE Raw after losing to Seth Rollins. Finn Bálor and Seth Rollins are also set to collide for the final spot in the men's WWE Elimination Chamber match. There are already internal tensions within the Judgment Day, which could lead to Bálor potentially quitting the company as part of the storyline if he loses to the Visionary. The rationale behind Bálor's decision to quit WWE would be his frustration over the loss and not wanting Liv Morgan to mock him for it. The star's already on the edge after his close friend JD McDonough was injured in his absence, and a loss could push him over the edge. This storyline twist would add more intrigue to the ongoing drama within the Judgment Day. Seth Rollins to turn heel and reveal himself as the leader of major WWE faction? Possibility explored. Former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins is among the top superstars in the promotion. The road to the 2025 Elimination Chamber continues with tonight's episode of Raw. The Visionary has a second chance as he faces Finn Bálor in a Chamber qualifier match on the Red brand, with the winner becoming the final member of this year's Chamber match, despite being the favorite to advance to the 2025 Men's Elimination Chamber match by defeating Finn Bálor. If the Visionary loses, he might turn heel. The company has been planting seeds for Rollins' heel turn for weeks, and hints of it were noticed during the Men's Royal Rumble when he snapped at Roman Reigns. In terms of possibilities, Seth Rollins could turn heel and emerge as the leader of the new Shield. At the 2025 Vengeance Day, the WWE Universe was surprised when anonymous wrestlers attacked several champions, including Oba Femi. No names were revealed for the group. However, their appearance was inspired by the Shield. The Hounds of Justice had a similar debut back in 2012, which led fans to call them the New Shield. In a surprising turn, the New Shield could potentially create similar chaos on the Red brand, with Seth Rollins revealing himself as the leader of the group, kicking off a heated feud with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. That said, the angle proposed above is speculative, and fans will need to stay tuned to see how things unfold. Roman Reigns takes shots at Seth Rollins following the 2025 Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns had a tough outing at the 2025 Royal Rumble, and the tension between the former Shield brothers is far from over. The original Tribal Chief is the official cover star of. Seth Rollins declares CM Punk his biggest rival and that he loves Roman Reigns. In a recent interview on Up and Adams with Kay Adams, Rollins was asked who he despised more between Punk and Reigns. Seth Rollins recently spoke about his intense rivalry with CM Punk and Roman Reigns following their chaotic clash at WWE Royal Rumble. The three superstars were involved in a heated brawl during the closing moments of the men's match. As Rollins and Reigns battled to eliminate each other, CM Punk seized the opportunity and took them both out. However, his victory was short-lived as Logan Paul ultimately defeated him. Seth Rollins recently spoke about his intense rivalry with CM Punk and Roman Reigns following their chaotic clash at WWE Royal Rumble. The three superstars were involved in a heated brawl during the closing moments of the men's match. As Rollins and Reigns battled to eliminate each other, CM Punk seized the opportunity and took them both out. However, his victory was short-lived as Logan Paul ultimately defeated him. Seth Rollins has lifted the lid on the reasons behind his dislike of CM Punk. The duo have been at odds since Punk returned to WWE at Survivor Series 2023 and looks set to meet for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40 before a torn triceps muscle sidelined the Second City Saint. For over 6 months, that CM Punk and Seth Rollins reignited their feud in late 2024 and made history when headlining the debut of WWE RAW on Netflix, held at Los Angeles' Intuit Dome on January 6, 2025. Speaking during a recent appearance on The Maggie and Perloff Show, the former Shield member opened up about his strained relationship with CM Punk, noting that both men have different perspectives on their relationship. There is a lot of personal history there between me and CM Punk and different perspectives. He's on a different side of and is 10 years older than I am. He sees our relationship a lot different than I did. It's been very interesting to kind of lay all of this out to the world because I think people see it from both sides, especially someone who might be a fan of CM Punk. They root for him and want him to come back and long for him to come back to WWE. Then you hear the side of the people who he sort of stepped on along the way with no apology and no remorse. You start to hear that and ask questions about whose side am I really on here? Who is a good guy and who is a bad guy? I think that's what makes it interesting for me. It's been an interesting time and year to lay all of that out, stuff I've kept inside for a long time. You see it pop out here and there in little interviews. Now I finally get a microphone and be able to unload on the guy. The truth is the truth, and sometimes it hurts. Seth Rollins names Dream WrestleMania 41 opponent. After being eliminated from the Royal Rumble by CM Punk on February 2nd, Seth Rollins attacked both the voice of the voiceless and Roman Reigns in a stunning assault at ringside. Seth Rollins will compete in a men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match next week on WWE RAW. He will face former Universal Champion Finn Bálor in a singles match. However, wrestling veteran Vince Russo does not seem very excited about the two former rivals squaring off once again. The Visionary was present on last night's Raw, where he talked about his goals for the WrestleMania season. However, he was soon interrupted by Finn Bálor. They touched upon their history, recalling the Universal Championship match between them years ago at SummerSlam. However, Vince Russo is not impressed with the matchup. The former WWE writer questioned if anyone's even interested in seeing the two collide during his appearance on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of RAW. Is there anyone on this planet that cares about Seth Rollins and Finn Bálor? Is there one person? One? He said both Finn Bálor and Seth Rollins have not had a good start to